on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals.
Come on, fellas. At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
You got tight right there. 24. '43's the mic. 43's the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
High 54. Check the backer. Check the backer. High 59.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
All day. 25. Check 25. Check 25. I see it. 26.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Check, 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 check. 58, boys, 58. Go. Ricky.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Kill. Turn up. Switch. Hey, watch edge.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Put the blend. Orbit. 41's coming. Go. Watch the slant. Check safety.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. Squeeze. Check 3. Check. Zip. Motion.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him in just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Let's go now. Let's go to base. Mike 51. I got one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch run. Check 13. Check 13. He's crashing. He's crashing.
Johnson running right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Thing is a loss. We taking wins home.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
36. H3, 218, come. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 1st down, Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
What's that? 18! 58's the mic. Hey, 59! Watch a slant. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a second. Secondary target for a really nice game.
Incomplete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not today. Check. That's it. Let's go.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready up. The mic. 41's the mic. Charlie.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Here we go, D. Check it.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Set. 60 out low. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Check. Fresno. Topper. Rock. Slam. Wahoo.
Mike 5.
Hey.
Mike 55.
Shut up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch switch. Tighten up. Kill.
Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
He's checking. Crash. Under 10, 10. 59. Check. 54. Kill.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Off.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
40. Yeah. 41 mic.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hot 7. Mike 41. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Able to find Shaheen here. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, alert 3.
Any weapon. Go ahead. Under crunch.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go. 70 ending. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Joker. 61. Matchbox. Light.
Go, Mike 51. Mike.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, here's Watson. And an alley to run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
What is that? 19! 43 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready. Time to go.
On first down, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Hey, 59! Mike's 43! Mike's 43! Here we go, D. Hey, just zoom. Me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again is Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Jefferson. To Sean Gibson there on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Slam, slam, slam. Bang, 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 bang. Neil. Bang, bang. Hey, check 24, check 24.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go. 58, right over. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, here we go. 58, boys. Haywood. Mike. I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And now it's blocked. The Cardinals pick it up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
64! 58's the mic! 58's the mic! Stay with your man!
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tired of seeing me. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, 24.
Action. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Jam him, jam him, jam, jam. Big Dan.
24.
Here's Johnson.
Watch out,
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Check 24. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Man.
From the gun, Watson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
And 58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic. Rip left, rip left. Fast, fast. Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
59.
58, 58 is Mike.
You must be dreaming.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Smoke, smoke.
Now Watson from the gun to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
I'm 54.
Back, back, back. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Check. I'm 31.
Switch, switch.
Again, it's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Delta, Delta.
You got D?
43's the mic.
Hey, keep it.
59, 59.
Mike.
Watson on 3rd down.
It's our time.
Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Stop talking now, what?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Sponge! No! Go! Shoot up!
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Now he'll escape to his... Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Texans scoop it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Touchdown! Here we go.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way.
Under pressure, they got him again. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 37.
Murray now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, 41.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Murray. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
After the interception, here's Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Good set. 19.
58's the mic. Let's go, Tap.
59.
We got this. Check 52.
9, go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're looking towards a big number.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check.
Watch the safety creep.
Watch twist. Twist.
On 3rd down, McFarland, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handle?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Check 3. Check 3.
Hey, 31. Hey, 31.
58, boys. 58.
Back to throw, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Keep it up, defense.
Yo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. On 1st down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
Here we go,
and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Murray buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
58's the Mike. 58's the off.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Houston, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
I'ma tell you I'm a